Genesis 45, family. So as I was looking at this chapter, all I could think of, or all was consuming my thoughts was perspectives. Because on one hand, I see Joseph as the victim of his brother's jealousy. But he said, "Well, Tsepo, do not look at it that way. Yes, my brothers were jealous or they meant it for evil, but had they not done it, I would not have been able to fulfill my calling. I would not have been able to reach the levels that I've reached. Yes, the journey or the modus of operandi was not so nice for me to get where I had to get to. But through the trials and the tribulations, I grew and my character was developed. So do not think I'm a victim, as Joseph would say. Do not think I'm a victim, because I see myself as a victor. But this situation, this whole thing that happened, it was preparing me for where I am now, where I'm second in charge in Egypt. So as I was looking at it, I'm like, my goodness, how do we now develop this type of way of looking at the challenges that we go through? How do we get to this point? So as I was studying Joseph, I was like, okay, number one, it says, and God was always with him. God was with him in everything that he did. So he knew, or he had some sense where he knew that even if I go through the valley of death, God is with me. So I think that's the first thing that we need to get to. It needs to get to our conscious man, our subconscious man, to a point where we know that regardless of what I'm going through, whether I just got retrenched or the country's economy is messed up, whatever is happening, I know that God is with me through and through. So just like Shadrach and Daniel, Shadrach and Abednego, you know, they were with the fourth man in the fire. And Daniel in the lion's den, he was there. That we need to get to that point. I think that's why the Bible tells us these stories, where we understand that challenges will come, lions will come, fire, we will be exposed to fires. But we need to grasp the knowledge that, you know what, God is with us. So that whatever we're going through, we can look at it through the lens that Joseph looked at his problems. And you know what? You meant it for evil. You meant to destroy me. But God is using this situation to create a symbol, a message through me. You know, that our characters are developed through these trials and tribulations. That's one of the things that I saw as I was looking at Genesis 45, that God was with him. Number two, he knew his calling, right? He knew that he knows how to interpret dreams. He knew his gifting. So he operated within that. Wherever he went, he would interpret the people's dreams in prison. And he committed himself to working with excellence. You know, that good work. He did not compromise serving or being a steward, you know. So now that also, I think, the moment we go through a phase where we become depressed, or we go through a phase where we are dejected, I think if we were to take a leave from Joseph's life, so you know what, work, keep yourself busy with something, be productive, and then you will be able to lift yourself out of the situation. Because remember, when he got to Potiphar's house, he worked up to a point where they left him in charge. When he got to prison, he worked. So now, this guy was a workaholic. So, yes, I'm not saying do not do a psychological evaluation, go see a therapist or all things, but Joseph's therapy was work. So I thought, okay, this could be something that also helped him to see things through a different lens. That he did not talk about his problems, he worked. You know, he knew, okay, I'm in this situation, how do I bring positive, how do I build from the ashes that I'm in? So as I was looking